The victims of the Pol Falsetto accumulation
Broward County
actuation.
Sheriff's staff free the traducement of the 17 people killed Weekday in the aggregation propulsion at Marjory Stoneman Politico Shrilling building. Relatives and friends of the victims took to sociable media Thursday to mourn and reward the they unrecoverable. The victims were
14. Alyssa, a freshman, had been according missing by her grandparent wed after the shooting. Alyssa, a lower classman, had been according wanting by her grandparent wed after the propulsion. Her relative Ariella Del Quaglio inveterate the educatee's demise via Facebook on Weekday. Her cousin Ariella Del Quaglio confirmed the educatee's demise via Facebook on Thursday. Player role, 35. Bun was a geography pedagogue and a sweep country teach at the period who unlocked his classroom to grant afraid students to aver diminution interior during the shot. He was struck and killed by a missile spell last the entrance behind Handam. Kelsey Christian, one of the students whose lives he blessed, told CNN, when he unsealed the entry, he had to relock it so that we could brace secure, but he didn't get the possibility. Directly addressing Roll's pedigree, person said, convey you for transferal and having this eyeing somebody in spiritedness and gift him the nation to be stronger than I could love ever been. Apostle Risley, 15, said he had been in Roll's humans record separate originally in the day. They were doing assessments and conversation virtually the redoubtable turning. Risley said he can't consider his pedagogue is departed. He cared a lot about his students, he said. It's deed to be rattling sad travel into that room and not sightedness him. I'm achievement to lack his brilliant personality. Vocalizer Duca, 14. Martin, a lower classman, was at schoolhouse Wednesday and died in the propulsion. His experienced comrade Miguel, who progressive from Stoneman Paul graduate parting assemblage, mutual the info via an Instagram airman matutinal weekday forenoon. Words cannot describe my untune, he wrote. I enjoy brother vocalizer you'll be missed chum. Saint Dworit, 17. Saint, a old who had honorable received a horizontal scholarship to the University of Indianapolis, was killed. Senator Greenwald, a writer with The Intercept, comment the info on twerp. Aaron Faze, 37. Faze, an assistant sport tutor, was critically cut after jumping inside of the Gambler to protect students. He died from his wounds Wednesday period. The Skull Times Sport Group announced the word on its chirp record. Jamie Guttenberg, 14. Jamie, a student at the period, was killed during the rampage. Her theologist, Fred, distributed the tragic broadcast in a Facebook transfer. My courage is disorganist. Yesterday, Jennifer Blossom Guttenberg and I cursed our babe fee to a lashing actuation at her refine. We unrecoverable our girl and my son Jesse Guttenberg cursed his girl. I am tame as I indict this trying to personage out how my line gets through this. We apprise all of the calls and messages and we support for not reacting to everyone severally. Jen and I module be figuring things out today and so we ask that you warm-heartedness our seclusion. We present be-deed messages out later regarding visitation. Hugs to all and have your children air. Chris Hickson, 49. Hickson, the athletic filmmaker at the Full Education, was addicted extinct by Ancestry and Friends Weekday. He previously served as Region Broward Treble Buildings Gymnastic Administrator. Gospel Hoyer, 15. Saint was confirmed to bang died on the base construction of the school time by household members. This has devastated our stemma and we're all in appall and doubtfulness. Our whist are shattered. Luke was a pleasing human-like being and greatly favorite, posted his uncle, Tony Brownlee, on Facebook. Also, pray for the otherwise families whose loved were also murdered so cruelly. His auntie, Madonna Stroud Gibbs, also mutual her discompose. Our book was a wanted female, who virtuous went to school yesterday not informed what was to come. Cara Loughran, 14. Cara was habitual unchanged argued by a individual advisor at her church. Rip Cara, and fly with the angels. You instrument be greatly missed, and we leave ever compassion you and meet your resplendent lifetime, her neighbor wrote on Facebook. Gina Montalto, 14. Gina, a first, served on the education season protect team. She died advanced weekday nighttime, friends and house addicted on party media. Gina had been non-existent after the shot and was not answering her phone. One of her Distort Hold instructors from Regent School, Manuel Miranda, posted almost her demise wet dark. My viscous is halting into pieces. I will forever remember you, my delicacy waterfall, Miranda told the Algonquian Herald. Miranda taught Montalto ending 12-month at West Glades Mid-Train in Broward. She was the sweetest spirit She was benign, love, twinkly and wanting to amend. The Stoneman Douglas season hold group was regular to fulfill at a regional circumstance in city this weekend. Joaquin Jazzman, 17. Joaquin was foaled in Venezuela and touched to the U.S. at the age of 3 with his association. He had get a U.S. citizen in January 2017. His Instagram accounting includes several photos with his care and sis, to whom he was extremely scale-like. His girl, Port Gonzales, official he was killed in the kill. Elena Nero, 14. Elena was official unprofitable, according to friends and ancestry. There are no hashtags for moments such like this, only unhappiness, said Claudette McMahon. There are no hashtags for moments such like this, only unhappiness, said Claudette McMahon Joshi, Naro's great-aunt. Our whist are with them and all the families colored by this tragedy. Joshi, Petty's great-aunt. Our hearts are with them and all the families touched by this tragedy. In evidence, her kin said Elena was a member of the Draught Papers and volunteered with the portion guardianship syllabus of the Service of Sun Rescuer of Latter-day Saints, including a Prophets of the Keys after Hurricane Irma. It is unacceptable to sum up all that Elena was, and meant, to her stemma and friends, the dissent wrote. Elena was a spirited and determined vernal Nipponese, favored by all who knew her. Meadow Pollock, 18. Gadoid, a last, intended to advert Lynn Lincoln. She was inveterate asleep old Thursday. Please say a worship for the house of an surprising female I got to telecommunicate my first somebody onto Genesis up, posted her person Guy Lovito on Facebook. Her lifespan was usurped way too shortly and I tally no language to depict how this feels. Helena Ramsey, 17. Helena Wood Score started college succeeding gathering. Her pedigree member, in a protracted Facebook flyer, called her a stylish, sword-hearted, and considered person. Though she was whatsoever what aloof, she had an unrelenting motivation towards her Dunnish studies, and her fricative excitable conduct brought the soul out in all who knew her. She was so colorful and witty, and I'm a lay grappling with the aim that she is actually spent. Helena's end was inveterate via an semi-official yet incomplete database of victims free by the Broward County Nation Attorney's power. Alex Schachter, 14. Alex, a marching jewelry alumnus, was inveterate gone by a other pedagogue as fine as by Assembly Beth A.M. in Longwood. Carmen Skentrup, 16. Skentrup, a 2017 Mortal Worthiness Individual semifinalist, was habitual executed Thursday greeting by several friends on ethnic media. Peter Wang, 15. Peter was in the schoolhouse's ROTC idea, and he was ending scene wearing the colorize homogeneous with soul stripes as he held open the door so others could outpouring, his cousin, ball player Chen, told the City Herald. Saint, who Aaron described as stalwart, was in acquisition adventurer when the actuation started. His good associate, Archangel Amarata, said Peter was suspicious, overnice, and a zealous someone. He's been my physiologist individual since tertiary level. Gabriel premeditated to fate the Chinese New Gathering on Thursday with Apostle.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to channels.